What if I told you that some people are having the most satisfying sex of their entire lives after turning 60? That might sound impossible in a culture that constantly tells us intimacy belongs to the young. We're surrounded by messages that aging means losing desire, losing confidence, and eventually losing interest altogether. But the truth is very different. In fact, many older adults say they enjoy deeper emotional connections, less pressure, and more fulfilling intimacy than they ever experienced in their younger years. Science is beginning to back them up. Today, we're uncovering why sex doesn't have to end with age, the biggest mistakes that quietly destroy intimacy after 60, and what you can do to enjoy a healthy, satisfying sex life for decades to come. Let's begin. One of the biggest myths about aging is that your desire for intimacy simply disappears. It doesn't. The need for affection, closeness, and physical connection is part of being human. While your body changes with age, your ability to enjoy intimacy doesn't automatically vanish. In many ways, growing older removes some of the biggest obstacles younger couples face. The children are grown. Careers become less demanding. There are fewer daily distractions competing for your attention. Instead of rushing through life, couples often have more time to focus on each other, and that can make an incredible difference. Many older adults also discover something they didn't have when they were younger: confidence. When you're no longer trying to impress everyone around you, you become more comfortable with yourself. You understand your body better. You know what brings you pleasure. You communicate more honestly. That confidence often creates a stronger emotional connection than physical appearance ever could. But despite these advantages, many people slowly walk away from intimacy, not because they want to, because they're afraid. Some become embarrassed by the natural changes that come with aging. Others worry they won't perform the way they once did. Some avoid intimacy after losing a partner or experiencing health problems. Over time, temporary concerns become permanent habits. That's unfortunate, because many of these challenges have solutions. The first step is changing the way we think about sex. Too many people define sex as only one specific act, but intimacy is much bigger than that. Holding hands, kissing, touching, cuddling, sensual massage, laughing together, feeling emotionally close. These moments build connection just as powerfully as intercourse. In fact, many couples find that broadening their definition of intimacy removes pressure and increases satisfaction. Instead of worrying about performance, they focus on enjoying each other. Communication becomes even more important as we age. Bodies change. Needs change. Energy levels change. The couples who continue enjoying satisfying relationships aren't the ones with perfect bodies. They're the ones willing to talk honestly. Speak openly about what feels good. Share your concerns. Discuss new ideas. Listen without judgment. Those conversations often create a stronger bond than physical intimacy alone. Another important lesson is letting go of comparisons. Your sex life at 65 doesn't need to look like it did at 25. Trying to recreate your younger years usually leads to disappointment. Instead, discover what works for you today. That might mean slowing down, taking more time for foreplay, choosing positions that are more comfortable, using lubrication if needed, being creative instead of frustrated. A satisfying sex life isn't about recreating the past, it's about adapting to the present. One simple change can make a remarkable difference. Take your time. Many older adults need longer to become fully aroused. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, slowing down often increases anticipation and emotional connection. Instead of rushing toward a finish line, enjoy the journey. Turn intimacy into an experience rather than a task. Many couples also discover that changing their routine helps. If evenings leave you exhausted, try mornings. Plan romantic time together instead of waiting for the perfect moment to happen naturally. Small changes often produce surprisingly big results. Of course, emotional health plays a major role. Stress, depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, all of these can quietly reduce sexual desire. Sometimes the biggest obstacle isn't physical at all. It's what's happening in your mind. If you've started believing you're no longer attractive because you've gained weight, developed wrinkles, or noticed gray hair, remember this: confidence is attractive. Kindness is attractive. Emotional connection is attractive. Many people find those qualities far more appealing than youthful perfection. Staying physically active can also help. Regular exercise improves circulation, energy levels, mood, and overall health. Those same benefits often improve sexual wellness. A healthy body supports a healthy sex life. It's also important to remember that while pregnancy is no longer a concern for many older adults, sexually transmitted infections remain a real risk. If you're entering a new relationship, protect yourself and have honest conversations with your partner. Finally, don't ignore medical issues. Conditions like diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, hormonal changes, anxiety, and depression can all affect sexual function. Some medications can also reduce desire or make intimacy more difficult. If something changes, don't suffer in silence. Talk to your doctor. There may be treatments or medication adjustments that can make a significant difference. Growing older doesn't mean giving up one of life's greatest sources of connection. It simply means learning new ways to experience it. The couples who enjoy intimacy well into their 70s and 80s aren't necessarily luckier than everyone else. They've adapted. They've communicated. They've stayed curious. And most importantly, they never accepted the myth that passion has an expiration date. If today's video changed the way you think about intimacy after 60, let us know in the comments. Have you found that emotional connection has become more important with age? Or do you think society has created unnecessary fears about growing older? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoy honest conversations about health, relationships, and living your best life after 50, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.